Now that you've established and grown your positive cash flow, and you've used your positive cash flow to grow your wealth, you come to the third important step, and that is protecting and perpetuating your wealth. As you build your wealth and your assets, you want to keep them safe and position yourself to share that wealth and use it to improve the lives of others, whether it be your children and your family or causes that you care about. The first thing is to protect your money from emergencies. So you want to plan ahead for those things. We've touched on the importance of having your own emergency fund. If your car engine springs a leak or your water heater dies, you've got money set aside for those things and you don't have to borrow money and set yourself back. And you want to plan ahead for those big ticket items. You know you're going to spend some extra money at Christmas time. So salt away a little money for that each month so you don't have to depend on the credit card when December hits. If you think you want to buy a new sofa or replace the window blinds, set aside money for that ahead of time and be strategic about when and where you buy them so you get the best deal. Take a look at your insurance. Is your home insurance covering everything it should? Are you adequately covered with your car insurance so that if there was an accident and someone wanted to sue you, your estate wouldn't be put at risk? Check the fine print on your insurance and talk to your insurer. A lot of people assume things are covered by their policy that are not, so you want to know you're covering everything that matters to you. Let's talk about the economy for a minute. When you're starting to build your wealth, the reality is that unless your company is in the process of layoffs or your industry is under intense market pressures, most economic news will have no meaningful impact on your personal financial situation. The most important things in your financial life are within your direct control: establishing positive cash flow and growing your net worth by investing and by paying off your debt. So I wouldn't get hung up on this month's unemployment rate or the Fed's monetary policy or the daily fluctuations of the market. But as you grow your wealth, you may start to become more curious about what's happening in the broader marketplace. And it may start at the local level. If you're going to invest in real estate, it's good to know what's happening in your local real estate market. Are housing prices really high right now? Probably not a good time to buy. Are they really low? Might be a good time to invest. Perhaps there are pockets in your community that are overrated or underrated, and you can take that into account as you manage and grow your portfolio. If there's a major trend in your industry or in the industries in which you're investing, say a business, you'll want to start following those broader market trends and understand what impact they could have on your assets. Now let's talk about perpetuating your wealth. Once your net worth is positive and growing, you're going to reach a point when you want to think about an estate plan. This protects your assets for your children or inheritors should anything happen to you. You may have heard stories about how a person's assets gets locked up in probate for months and it becomes messy and expensive to sort out. An estate plan enables you to make deliberate decisions about your assets and how they're distributed to your heirs, as well as helps you reduce taxes and other expenses on your estate. You can research this instrument online, but you will want to consult with an attorney to help you put together your estate plan. If you have children, you want to be teaching them everything you're learning here so that they know how to grow their own wealth. Teach them how to fill out a balance sheet and the difference between assets and liabilities. Teach them how to make a cash flow statement to track their income and expenses. A lot of young people like to try their hands at business, and it can be as simple as a lemonade stand on your street corner. Use that opportunity. Have them make a balance sheet to identify their business's assets and its liabilities. Have them keep a cash flow statement to track their revenues and costs. And they can see whether they're profitable, that is, whether they have a positive cash flow or not. And if not, what could they do about that? You've probably heard the old phrase, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish, and you feed him for his life. When you teach your kids how to build their wealth, you are creating prosperity for their entire lives and for all of your descendants. If you have the opportunity to earn a living, to raise a family, your net worth is positive and you have it growing every month, every year, you are really ahead of the game. And as you probably know, there are a lot of people out there who are really struggling. Not just financially. There are people struggling with disease and addiction, people struggling with discrimination, people who don't have the resources you have. There are also people like our military service members who may not necessarily be struggling, but who have chosen to serve their country. And although that is a noble profession, we know it's not all that lucrative. There are young entrepreneurs and bright students who deserve a chance to go to an amazing school or start a business, but they need financial help to make it happen. Perhaps you have a community that you care about, people that you'd like to help, people that need an extra hand or an opportunity, and you could make the difference. As you build your wealth, I want you to think about not just your own well-being and the well-being of your family, but also the well-being of your community, of your fellow citizens, of the world at large. What difference could you make? You don't have to have $1 million to do it. You can give it your church. You can donate $10 a month to the pet shelter or to a local scholarship fund for promising students. Some people even create their own scholarships that they self-fund and give to eligible applicants to help make a profound difference in their lives. By being a philanthropist, by sharing some of your wealth with others, you are not only strengthening your own ability to make a difference, but improving the lives of others in a real way. And having the resources available for you to make a real difference in someone's life can be the most satisfying, wealthy act of all. I want to thank you for sticking with me through this whole session. I know it's been a long one, but this session is designed to bring everything together for you. You know what your assets and liabilities are. You know what your income and expenses are. And now you know how to use that information to create a financial escalator for yourself that will take you as high as you want to go. Whatever you do, you must establish consistent, positive cash flow every month. You must use your positive cash flow to grow your net worth by buying appreciating assets and eliminating your liabilities. And as your net worth grows, you must protect it and perpetuate it so that it lasts you for your whole lifetime and enriches your community and the lives of those you care about. These are the basic steps of any wealth building strategy. Of course, we've only scratched the surface of the personal finance world. But now you have a context for all that information you hear about when it comes to personal finances. Whether we're talking about credit card debt, or investment real estate, or insurance, or estate plans, or 401ks, you know how it all fits together into a single coherent wealth building plan. Now it's your turn to take this information, use it, expand it, and build a lifetime of financial prosperity for yourself and those you love. I hope this course has been helpful to you. If you have any comments or questions or would like to see more videos, you can contact me by email at info@metahumaninstitute.com. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.